Hey team, hi. I am so excited. It's February 28th today, and we have had a phenomenal January and February. If you don't know who I am, I'm Elizabeth Keon, and you are a part of my team, and I'm so incredibly glad that you're here. We added a crazy number of people in January and February. We added 39 people. That's a huge number. And so I want to go ahead and make sure that your friend who signed you had this conversation with you when you joined, and if they didn't, I'm going to have it with you now. And that way too, that you can be educated and have this conversation with people when they join your team as well. So here's the thing. I've learned a lot in a short 8 months, and a lot of this conversation that we're going to have right now, heart to heart, are out of mistakes that I made in my business. When I first started signing people, I was so excited. That I was just signing and signing and signing, and I wasn't having this important conversation with people. And so I don't want you to make the same mistake that I did. And then towards the end of this, we're going to talk about relationship and how important that is as well. So I'm going to look at my notes. Forgive me if I'm looking down. But the very first thing that you want to mention to people when they are going to have, when they're going to join your team. So this is when they're going to commit to Plexus. You make sure you're having this conversation. So the very first thing is patience. You need to talk to them about being patient with the products. And it's not just enough to say that it takes 60 days with Plexus. It's not just enough to say that it's not a quick fix. You have to really walk through with them and navigate with them the process that these products take, right? So we all know that our products work from the inside out, that they work on gut health, that a lot of people have had years, myself included, years of processed foods and stress. And so we really want people to understand that it's a process and it takes time, and that we're here to help them, and we're here to help them walk through that process. So they got toxins in their body. It's going to take time for those toxins to get out of their body. And in that same voice, why they might feel like crap at first, why they might feel junk before they start to feel better, is because their body's got to get rid of their products. Plexus is set apart. Plexus is really different from any other health product out there. And so we need them to understand that before they start. You don't want them starting feeling like crap and wondering what's going on. So this is a really important conversation to have with people, that they've got to be patient. Number 2, realistic expectations about the product. You want them to have expectations, and you want them to be realistic. So what is that? You're not going to say to them, join Plexus and magically lose 20 pounds, because that is not what Plexus is about. Plexus is a tool. And so you're going to say to them, Plexus also really works, right? So we've got proof of that in our lookbook, in our clinical trials. We only have a 2% return rate. We know it works. So we can share those facts with people, but we also want to say to them, you're going to take it. This is how you're going to take it. You're going to send them a video on how to take their products. You're going to explain for them how to take their products. And you're going to explain to them, Plexus is going to give you extra energy. You're going to use that extra energy to get moving and exercise more. It's going to help you curb your appetite, and it's going to help you to have weight loss success because you're not craving carbs and sugars as much. So when you're not craving those things, listen to your body, and then don't suddenly start eating those things. Listen to the keys that your blood sugars being regulated are giving you, and be obedient to that, and don't eat carbs and sugars when you're no longer craving them, right? It's a tool. You need lots of tools in the tool belt to make this work. They have to drink half their body weight in water. You're dumping all of these toxins and junk from your gut, and you have to flush that out. You're detoxing. You have to be able to flush that out. I'm doing a video, guys. Whoa, that's awesome. Sorry, kids, right? That's how we do this business. They need to know that before they purchase, that these are realistic expectations, that this is a tool. Tell them to stay away from the scale for the first 3 months. And this is a hard one. It's a hard one for me because we want to see numbers. Tell people to measure. They're going to lose inches before they lose weight, and they need to know this before they start. So this is something you really want them to know. Turning the page. Bear with me, guys. Bear with me. House full of kids and a notepad. So those are the first 2 things, right? Patience and realistic expectations, that this is a tool in your tool belt. The third thing is you want to talk to them about die-off. You want to get people excited about die-off. Die-off should happen. Die-off doesn't happen with everybody. I personally did not go through any die-off symptoms that I was aware of, but a lot of people do, and you want people excited about them. So when people say to you, I'm not going to keep doing my slim because it gives me headaches, awesome. Yay. That is your body dumping all the crap that you have inside of it, and that's a good thing. And you have to power through that, power through those die-off symptoms, and you want to be excited. And so when they are talking to you about how junk they feel, you want to be like, yes, that's amazing. There's a reason you feel like that. The products are working. Hold their hand, start them on the X Factor to help support them as they go through that if they need it. Start them on vitamin C if they need to help them with that. But walk through them and make sure that they understand that their body is getting rid of toxins that have made them unhealthy for a long time, and it's a good thing. Number 4, and this is critical, communication. Okay, so many times people start the products and it's not even a month and we never hear from them again. So we have to communicate, and you need to let them know that they need to communicate with you. Their success is going to depend on how little or how much they communicate with you, right? There's one, Ashley, one of our reps, she jokes about people going into the Plexus protection program, the PPP, like Black Ops action, when all of a sudden you don't hear from them and it's like, where the heck did they go? We want them to be successful. They want to be successful. That's why they started the products. So make sure that they know that their success depends on them, and it depends on them communicating with you about how they're doing. If they're not doing well, if they need troubleshooting, they got to reach out to you and they got to talk to you. So make sure they understand that. Let me see, what else? Oh, you were friends with them before Plexus and you're going to be friends with them after. If it's going to be really super weird that they start Plexus and that's all you ever talk to them about again, that's not communication, and let them know that, hey, I really love you. The reason I want you to start these is I want you to be successful. And that's super important to me that you are, because I love you and I want you to be healthy. And so I really want you to still communicate with me. And we were friends before Plexus and we're going to be friends after Plexus. Alrighty, moving on. Yeah, and just that, we're human, right? I'm human and I will communicate with you. And you want to let them know you're here for them. That's what makes it different to be part of Plexus, is that they're not just going into a store and buying something off the shelf, that they are getting you as, their coach to walk them through this. And that you're human though, and that, you have other folks that you care about as well. And you may forget, or you may, get busy. And so if something's wrong, they need to reach out to you, that you are there for them and you want to help them. And that's where trust comes in, right? You have to have this trust factor with your friends and family who are doing this, and they have to trust and know that you're committed to their success. Timing. You want to make sure that the timing is right for people to start. This is like any weight loss thing or any major goal that we start in life. If timing isn't right and we're not ready and we really push our friends or family into this, they're not going to be successful. And so make sure that the timing is right for them. Not for you as an ambassador signing people, but that it's right for them. Because otherwise, if it's not, they're going to stick around for a month and they're going to not stick with the products anyway. So make sure you really honor the timing of their life and if it's the right time for them. And lastly, relationships. This is major, major, major. Are you friends with people to be friends with them because you love them? Do you want to go for lunch with your girlfriends just because you want to? Or is your only purpose in everything because it's about Plexus now? It's 100% okay to be excited about this business. This business is exciting. This business has an opportunity that is mind-blowing, that's like nothing else out there. But if your life completely becomes about that and your relationships completely become about that, you're losing touch. And I've been there, and I have corrected this in my life, and I don't want you guys to go down the same road. And so if you are down that same road, let's turn you right around and get you going in the right direction. You want to make sure that you're people's friend and not just their ambassador, right? So it's huge. And if you have that natural relationship with people, then they'll want to stick with you anyway. So make sure that you focus on relationships. So these are some key things that I think you folks should be talking with your friends and family when they're committing to this health journey with you. And I just want to make sure that you folks have also had this shared with you. So, all right, I hope you guys are having an amazing day, and I am so excited that you're here, and I look forward to your success in Plexus.